Musk said hypersonic would stop Russia. The Cold War has passed, but the arms race is reaching a new level. In today's video we will talk about hypersonic aircraft and Elon Musk. Due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the US military cannot afford to stand still and introduce new innovations into the military space. The US military was lucky. They have Elon Musk. A billionaire inventor comes up with innovations that the US military can include in its military assets. For example, obsolete since the late 1960s, but still secretive and intimidating hypersonic fighter, developed as part of the Mayhem project, which could be prepared in the fight against Russia. Russia was the first to adopt them, which makes them a leader in hypersonic. But our US military is also trying to keep up. Currently, it is being discussed that promising sixth-generation fighters, for example, are being tested. In the USA, under the Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program, it will be possible to develop hypersonic speed, as well as a similar project in the Russian Federation. Theoretically, it is possible to create civil hypersonic aircraft. Elon Musk is the CEO of the Tesla automobile company and the SpaceX space company. His genius abilities span several products. In several industries, he is responsible for popularizing electric vehicles. And he left his mark on this industry. He turned electric cars into vehicles that people want to own. His electric car company Tesla is now the largest in this category, having produced the largest number of electric vehicles last year. Tesla is also the largest car company, judging by its market capitalization. The world is watching the success of the entrepreneur, exactly the same as the military is monitoring Tesla's progress carefully and are currently working on using. One of the company's strengths is in its equipment, namely batteries. The U.S. Air Force has signed a contract with Lockheed Martin which will allow install laser weapons on fighter jets. The laser system needs an energy storage solution, and Lockheed Martin is turning to the same lithium-ion batteries that power electric cars. Thanks to Tesla's innovations, lithium-ion EV batteries have reached the stage where the U.S. Air Force will use them in their fighters. Musk is also innovating in the space industry, and his company SpaceX is fast climb to the top of the pile, overtaking competitors. Along the way, it regularly delivers payloads to the International Space Station, including crew and cargo, the only private company that does this. Formally, an American engineer presents SpaceX as the first private space project. However, all its flights are carried out in the interests and for money of either NASA or the Pentagon. Under Musk's leadership, SpaceX is developing the tallest and most powerful rocket ever conceived. Even before the Starship is ready, Musk's SpaceX owns and operates the most powerful rockets in action, Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy, which he uses to deliver payloads into orbit for yourself, public and other private customers. Musk is looking forward to colonization Mars. He is absolutely sure of it. It is then that the spaceship will really be used to the fullest, making numerous trips between the Earth and the Red Planet, since it accepts both cargo and settlers on interplanetary missions. Meanwhile, SpaceX's customers are the US military, and the company has been allowed for multiple delivery of sensitive payloads into orbit. He has already conducted several launches for the US Space Force to a deafening success. Given the relationship between Musk and the U.S. military through his companies, no wonder the billionaire CEO wants to create a supersonic jet. In his tweet, Musk exclaimed that he was dying to create a supersonic the plane. However, as the boss of the biggest EV company, Musk is going to run on batteries. Plot a route by making the jet engine electric. It's easy to imagine that the Musk doesn't like this fossil. He uses a private jet powered by fuel and would like to decommission it as soon as possible. However, Musk's buddies in the U.S. Air Force are working on a secret hypersonic, an air transport program called Mayhem. The Pentagon recently released some details about this project that have military analysts guessing for some time now. However, before we get to all the juicy details about the secret smashing program, what exactly does hypersonic flight mean? Let me explain everything. Hypersonic aircraft are aircraft capable of flying in the atmosphere. The Earth at speeds from Mach 5, the speed of sound, and above. Now hypersonic aircraft have become to move from the category of theoretical and experimental developments to the practical plane. When an airplane moves through the air molecules are near. The aircraft are alarmed and move around. The aircraft. How exactly the air reacts to the aircraft depends on the ratio. Speed up to the speed of sound in the air. Because of the importance of this speed ratio, aerodynamics experts have designated it with a special parameter called the Mach number, in honor of Ernst Mach at the end of the 19th, a physicist of the century who studied gas dynamics. For aircraft speeds that are much higher than the speed of sound, the aircraft is called hypersonic. Typical speeds for hypersonic aircraft. Vehicles exceed 3,000 miles per hour and the Mach number m is greater than 5, m greater than 5. Why is a hypersonic aircraft the choice for modern warfare? According to Brad Leland, former head of the hypersonic program at Lockheed Martin, said, hypersonic aircraft combined with hypersonic missiles could have entered the prohibited airspace and struck at almost anywhere on the continent in less than an hour. Speed is the next aviation advance in the fight against emerging threats in the next few decades. The Mayhem program was previously officially known as Consumable Hypersonic Multi, a flight demonstrator breathing air, but now this has changed to Hypersonic Multi. The mission is completed and the blow has been struck. However, Mayhem is part of a larger Air Force research laboratory, an effort known as Creating Enabling Technologies for High-Speed Workable Systems, ETHOS. What does the U.S. Air Force want to achieve with Mayhem? The goal is to create a hypersonic system for breathing higher-class air, capable of performing multiple missions with a standardized payload interface, providing significant technological progress and future opportunities. The purpose of the system is to carry a payload 5 times the mass and twice the range of modern technological capabilities of the systems. A standardized payload interface will create many possibilities for different integration of the payload within the same hypersonic system. Due to the secretive nature of Mayhem, no information is provided about the current systems of technological capabilities on the basis of which software requirements were obtained. In fact, the contract document states that this requirement will be classified in secret. Top secret access may be required at later stages of the requirement. But we know that Mayhem has a program ceiling of $371 million. The Mayhem aircraft will carry one of 3 payloads, including a zone effect payload, large unitary payload, and responsive intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, or payload ISR. But what kind of payload is the Air Force interested in Mayhem? We have put together some possibilities. What is the Air The Force speaks of a distinct area effect, and the large unitary type strongly suggest that the former assumes a cluster payload, ammunition, or something similar, for example, a swarm of small unmanned aerial vehicles. An improved high explosive fragmentation warhead could also provides a square effect, but will represent a single design. At the same time, large unitary can cover larger warheads intended to provide different types of impact on individual targets, such as deep penetration, opportunities for use against bunkers and other fortified objects. Do not forget that these are just some possibilities, and taking into account the available information. Now we cannot say with certainty what the exact design of these payloads may be. An ISR package can similarly include any number from different sensors. But of course, the Air Force has previously confirmed that the chaos is related to research and development of advanced jet engine technologies with an air jet engine and multi-cycle designs of jet engines. This seemed to indicate work on a turbine-based combined cycle, TBCC, or a dual-mode airjet engine. Types of engines. The basic idea underlying such jet engine designs is to circumvent the fact that scrambling and ramjet engines are unreliable at lower speeds. Combining them with a more traditional jet turbine would allow an air vehicle for reliable operation in this